Hello, welcome everyone. My name's Kyle. This is the Stacks channel. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm gonna try and describe some of the albums that I've picked up over the first few months of last year. Since this is my new channel, I have a lot. Well, not a lot. I got about 250 records, which is a lot, but not compared to everybody else on the internet. But I'm just gonna go through, try to describe what I got, try to get better at describing the music instead of saying it's good. Um, it's awesome. I like it. I want to try to get more technical in describing the words or in describing the songs with more eloquent words. Um, but yeah, we'll see how that goes, and I'll probably stumble, stutter, uh, and struggle, but it's we'll go with it and just have fun. But anyways, we will get started. Again, this is from last year. This is actually, well, this first one is going to be a Christmas gift that I didn't receive until this year, so it's technically 2023. But I got this Magical Mystery Tour from my mom. Uh, I'm sure everybody is pretty familiar with this one, but I will show. I don't know how many different versions of this album there are. This specific one though has the 24-page color picture book with it. I mean, we got the gatefold that's kind of has some words, lyrics, credits, kind of a glossy sleeve here. But again, with art book, there's like kind of I don't know if it's supposed to be like a Where's Waldo thing, but it's yeah, you can kind of look around. I don't know if you can see it well, but yeah, you can kind of look around, try to find uh the members there, Beatles. Uh, uh, yeah, but anyways, the pictures pretty cool. Um, Again, 24 pages, not a whole lot, but definitely just as a pack in, pretty good deal. Then one of my favorite things about this album is again it was a gift from my mom, and when I got it, she had this kind of taped on the front of it, where it's just, obviously it's my name, but she did a good job with making the stars and everything, so that was really good. And the part of the Christmas gift was that we were gonna, go on a tour to just, hit up record shops, and that's what we did. And that's where these next few items are from. Is when we went to Gold Pan Records down in Hillsboro, Illinois. Uh, so, gonna pack this back up. Yeah. So that's I guess that's item number one. We will put that to the side. I didn't really explain much of the music because I figured there's way better people on the internet that can do that. But I guess a few shout outs to some of my track. Obviously, the title track is really good. The probably favorite part of mine is when I might just put this to the side. I'm struggling here. Um, midway through the song where the tempo just kind of like slows down, and Ringo's drumming just kind of like starts picking up and the song takes back off. That's one of my favorite parts. And then the Blue Jay Way, it's probably my second favorite track, where it just has that swirling, panning chorus that please don't be long, and I don't know, that's really good. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Beatles. But that's the first one. The second one is going to be from an online order. I got the Boy Harsher "Burn It Down" single from I don't know. It probably says somewhere in there that this is from the film Halloween Ends, which I think came out in 2022. This was released on vinyl in 2023. So I ordered that. I don't have a lot to say about it. It's the lyrics. Though, I mean, it's just one song. There's two versions of it. There's four versions of it. It's one song, and then they reworked it. And then on the flip side, it's just instrumentals of each of those, the original and the rework. It's sort of a dark wave synth band. I think they've self-described themselves as like sad dance music, which I can agree with. It does make you want to kind of move, but it's the lyrics and stuff are a bit on the more depressing dark side. But I like that stuff. So if anybody's played the game Hotline Miami, this track in particular reminds me of that game quite a bit. The Lyrics too, they've really kind of left a mark where I'm just kind of envisioning somebody, I don't know, reaching out, asking for help, but kind of knowing that it's too late, and knowing that if they ask, it's just going to hurt more people. I don't know. I don't know if it's everybody's cup of tea, but definitely Boy Harsher is one of my favorite bands. So I got another. Actually, the next album we have here is Boy Harsher again. This is Careful from 2019. This I think it's a 2022 reissue. I tried to get this when it came out, and I missed it. But then when that Burn It Down single came out, I went to order that one, and I saw this was in stock. So I got the reissue here. It's really cool. I mean, I have it, in two sleeves. The kind of smoky, kind of black vinyl. It's really cool looking one. It's one of my favorites. Reminds me of like a Red Lorry Yellow Lorry album that I got a few years ago. But this again, synth darkwave band. But this one, I mean, I didn't really talk about the the vocals. I talked about the lyrics, but the vocals on any Boy Harsher track is just so good. Kind of, I mean, Jay. Well, and I don't if you watch any of my previous videos on this channel, I think I've shown 2 or 3 Augustus Mueller albums. Augustus Mueller. So the Boy Harsher is a duo. Jay. I'm forgetting the last name. Jay Matthews. I'm pretty sure Jay Matthews and Augustus Mueller is what make up Boy Harsher, and yeah, Jay's voice so good. So this kind of sultry. Uh, her breath is just kind of her voice is just kind of carried on her breath, and it just like goes through the music and just connects. Um, I I don't know. I could gush on this band for a while, but anyways, I'm rambling at this point because I just don't know. I have so much to say, and I'm trying to keep it concise. But my favorite tracks on this one are "L.A." and "Come Closer," which I think there's probably been a few singles off this because it's a really great album. But yeah, the "L.A." and "Come Closer" definitely top tracks here. Um, because I need to work on like identifying, I guess, the different components of the modular synths, so I can speak more eloquent about different like attack, decay, uh, arpeggiator, oscillator, all those words. I know they mean something, and they're very like that's part of the magic. I just I need to learn to kind of better understand. Although it's just that's the magic of that is I just don't I can't grasp it how it's made, and it's just pure, just awesome. So uh, now I guess there's that kind of ignorance is a blessing type of thing. But anyways, we'll keep it going. The next and then again those were one a Christmas gift, and then I had the 2 online orders. But then again, part of the Christmas gift was to go to a record store, so we went to Gold Pan Records in Hillsboro, Illinois, and I picked up I'm gonna say the original David Bowie album. I know he had other groups before he went solo, but yeah, this is the 1967 David Bowie record, and yeah, this album is a 2010 reissue. It's a double LP reissue where they include the stereo, which is yeah the red label there. Not exciting, but yeah, the red Darum label as the stereo, and it includes an orange label as well, which is the mono. Same album, just different recordings, and the sleeve itself is gatefold with uh, the picture of the record, track listings. Has the original release dates, which is June 1st, 1967, for both the mono and the stereo. Same track listings. But yeah, pretty cool. And I think one of the sleeves is kind of uh, like not a referral letter, but yeah, I think it's his biography one. Yeah, where it has, I guess, from the Decca Group Records company, they kind of wrote this like not, I get kind of like a letter of recommendation slash little biography of David Bowie, and how they really spoke highly of him, and how he's a really neat person that is gonna do good things. So kind of really interesting read. So that is my first purchase from the Gold Pan Records. Um, it's honestly it's not my top tier David Bowie material. It's kind of I looked it up. It's labeled as like mod. I'm not super familiar with that genre, um, but yeah, that's what it's labeled as. I believe on Discogs, and some. I mean, there are some good songs on there. Love You Till Tuesday might be my favorite. Um, and then like Rubber Band. I don't know why that song just gets stuck in my head all the time. Just I know I work in an office, and I mean, anytime I hear the word rubber band, I just immediately go to the song Rubber Band. Um, but yeah, not bad. It's just I don't really ever seek it out. I mean, if it comes on shuffle, I don't really ever skip it either because the songs are only like 2 minutes, 2.5. I think there might be like one 3.5 minute song, but yeah, they're really short songs, and yeah, not bad. I basically just bought it for the collection, but the next thing I bought was another Bowie album. I mean, isn't an album. This is just the Fame '90 single, which came out in 1990. The This is kind of, I guess, folky or not folky, funky rock soul sounding. If you're familiar with the song Fame, it's just that from the 1975 Young Americans album. That it was actually it has a writing credit by John Lennon, which is I don't know. I love little tidbits like that. Um, but yeah, overall, this isn't the greatest either. Again, another just add to the collection thing. I do. Can I see it on here? Yeah, there's like 5 versions of the song, and they're okay. I mean, it's Fame, which is a good song, but it's just they keep cutting it and chopping it up and changing it. One of them has like Queen Latifah, I think, like rapping on it. It's just I don't know. You take something great and you don't improve. So obviously, it's a lesser thing to my in my opinion. But the enjoyable one on here is the Fame '90. Absolutely nothing premeditated epic mix, which I think is like 15 minutes. I mean, it's like this. It's like that much of the record. It's like the whole B side. Um, and yeah, one of the neat things on that is I think they incorporate samples from fashion of Scary Monsters. I think they kind of like do like a mega mix thing where it's like it goes Fame to fashion and it's yeah. I mean, obviously that's my favorite track. I don't really again I don't seek it out, but if it comes on, I'll listen to it if I have 14 minutes to listen to it. Uh, but yeah, that's the end of the Bowie, unfortunately, for that trip. There's more Bowie that I bought throughout the year, but for this video, that's going to be the only 2 Bowies. Uh, but the next record I got was the Fix's third album, Phantoms, released in 1984. Um, yeah, it's just I really love these early Fix albums, like I want to say Shuttered Room. I forgot their first album was called Shuttered Room, I want to say, and then Reach the Beach and Phantoms. I think they're all produced by the same producer. I don't know his name, um, but yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to share knowledge. I just unfortunately I don't have the knowledge, so I just sounded like a fool, just regurgitating partial facts. But the tracks on here, I mean, the big one is "Are We Ourselves." Yeah, so it's kind of neat labels, but yeah, "Are We Ourselves" is the big track, the good, and it's really good. I really love that song. But then it's on side A, the second track, something "Less Cities, More Moving People." That song really gives me bilingual from Pet Shop Boys. If you're familiar with that track, like if you're familiar with that track, give this one a listen. Otherwise, give this one a listen. The less talking, less cities, more moving people, and then go listen to Bilingual and just let me know if you think that there's any similarity. Uh, but then the last one is Sunshine in the Shade, which I don't know if that's on the A side or the B side. Oh, it looks like it's track 3 right after um, the other song I was mentioning. But Yeah, that is the Fix. I mean, I don't know if people are really familiar with the Fix, but I do think that like Cy Curran, the lead singer songwriter, um, might be a little underappreciated. I never hear anybody talk about him, but just I mean, his vocals, I hear him and he stands out, and I mean, I think he's great, and the, the lyrics, not but again, lyrics and vocals merged. Um, yeah, I just really love just I don't know, Are We Ourselves, Saved by Zero, uh, yeah, those songs. I don't know, I love them. But enough rambling here. The next record that I picked up was Real Life's Down Comes the Hammer. This was 86. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got notes over here. But yeah, 86. And this is a weird album. I mean, I'm not. I know the one song from the. Well, I say the one song, but they actually have quite a few good songs. But the popular song is "Send Me an Angel," where I've heard that countless times. And it's on this album too. But this doesn't have the popular version. And then when I looked into what the popular version was, to me, it is "Send Me an Angel" '89, which came out in '89, so 3 years after this one. But and again, this one's different than that one. But then there's also a previous version from '83, which was their first like debut single, which sounds even different. That one has a lot more synths, kind of upbeat, faster paced, and then this one from '86 is slower, just kind of overproduced in my opinion. It's okay. Out of the three, it's my least favorite. So I mean, I'll still listen to it, but yeah. And then the Simian Angel '89 is I think the one most people would know, and I mean that's my favorite out of the bunch. But then another weird thing about this album is there's only three new tracks on it. I think there's like 10 or 12 altogether, but only the first three tracks are new material. The other ones are all kind of like re-recordings of their first two albums. And I don't know if this was actually, uh, you know, released as a new album or one of those like kind of greatest hits where they pack in, original previously released songs and added, a bonus track or something. But I don't know. And then another just weird. Again, there was all sorts of weird stuff. Apparently, this has never been issued on CD. It's vinyl only. I don't know if there's a cassette on this, but yeah, just really, really weird. All sorts of little facts and tidbits that you'll probably never need to know. But definitely some interesting things. Oh, and a quick shout out. I think this version of the track, though, the Simian Angel '86, was included on the movie Rad. If anybody knows the Rad BMX movie from the '80s, where they're in their prom or their some high school dance, they bring their bicycles into the school and they just start dancing on their bicycles doing like flat ground BMX tricks. This song's playing. So if you've ever seen that movie, that's the version of the song that is on here. So anyways, yeah, really weird out. I mean, the other tracks they're pretty good. Babies is one of it's listed as Babies on that record, uh, but I think on like later greatest hits, it's called Bleeding Babies because I mean the lyrics say Bleeding Babies, but it's not called Bleeding Babies on there. That's a good one, and then uh, Down Comes the Hammer, the title track. That one took a minute to grow on me. At first, it was kind of Down Comes the Hammer. I thought it would be more, I don't know, something different. But it's Down Comes the Hammer of Love, where I was like, oh, cheesy, whatever. But just listening to it a couple times, just the production on it is really, I'm gonna say clever. Where the chorus is building, they're just saying all this stuff, and then just like right in the middle, it just says "Down comes the hammer." It just cuts them off, and down comes the hammer of love. So it's I don't know, it grew on me. I really appreciate that track now. So solid album. It's a weird album. Um, so next is Stuck Together. Um, yeah, Fred Schneider and the Shake Society, which I have featured on a previous video of mine. Where's a Racer Records? Are you cold enough? Or cold enough for you? Response video. Um, yeah, this song or this album is really shockingly good. My favorite track is Monster, which I think would be the biggest single off of this one. But yeah, Cut the Concrete. This Planet's a Mess. This Planet is a Mess is really good. I don't know. It's a solid listen all the way through. But yeah, it's if you like B-52s or just anything Fred Schneider, this is obvious. It's Fred Schneider like through and through. Um, and what I realized was another thing that's makes B-52s is Kate Pearson's on backing vocals on like half the tracks. So and even just like the guitar riffs, the drums, it all just is structured in like a B-52s manner. So um, and one other shout out was crap, Bernie Worrell was it. His name's on here somewhere. Maybe it was in the liner notes, but um, I, I just huge Talking Heads fan, and they just re-released the Stop Making Sense film in theaters, and yeah, seeing Bernie on stage and listening to the interviews. I mean, that name has just been in my I don't know my purview. I don't know what the word is, but it's been in my I don't know what word I'm looking for, but yeah, just seeing his name, I was like, that's fascinating. Yeah, but yeah, Shake Society. If you like B-52s, check it out. Really good, solid album. And then yeah, we're down to our last one, which is gonna be Adam Ant, Friend or Foe. Uh, this was one of I mean, I grew up listening to this. Not this album. Friend or Foe and Goody Two Shoes. Uh, Desperate but not serious. Place in the Country. Hello. There's also a Doors cover. Hello, I Love You, uh, where it's just very Adam and the well, I guess very Adam Ant sounding. Because Adam Ant and Adam and the Ants, to me, there is a distinction. I like both, but the yeah, the album's just chock full of singles and hits, and it's really. I mean, I love it, but yeah, just grew up all the time listening to this. I don't know where it was on my dad's computer where we just had a whole MP3 collection and Adam in the Ant. It would just come on time to time, and I'd just be doing homework or whatever, and Goody Two Shoes, just turn it up. So yeah, yeah, I mean, I want to try attempt to describe some of the sounds, but the I just love the bass and the horns. It's just the bass just kind of it feels like it's kind of like meandering, where it's just kind of strumming along, just catching grooves or whatever. But then once it's like settles and locks into a groove, like it just feels good. So, uh, anyways, yeah, Adam and the Ant. That was my last pick up there from Gold Pan Records. Um, really solid shop. If anybody's in the area or makes it through sometime down to Hillsboro, definitely check it out. I think they're only open like 2 or 3 days a week, so you'll have to kind of plan your trip accordingly. I think they're just open on the weekends. Like I don't know their hours, and that might have changed in the past year or two. Well, I guess in the past year because that was I don't know, early January is when I went, so I need to go back. So, anyways, that's all I got so far. I am gonna release more of these 2023 recap videos. Where the next one I have is gonna be me picking up a few records from Recycled Records, which was a store down in my Springfield, Illinois, that closed down this year. So I went in the last few times I could, picked up a few things. That'll be on my next video, and then my next video in this little series here, I might do another response video or some other crazy idea I get. But yeah, and then later on, I mean, I hit up other stores. I mean, in Peoria, I went to California, visited some family. There's also I don't know if I'm gonna make a Dumb Records video as a whole, but because I don't know how much I picked up there versus everything else. But yeah, there's gonna be a few more of these videos. Hopefully, they get better, more entertaining. But yeah, as you can see with my taste, it's a lot of 80s, which I think will just be consistent through those videos. So hope you like the 80s. But yeah, there will be a surprise or two in between. And then there's some Bowie to come. There's more. So again, hopefully enjoyed yourself. Had a good. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm gonna hope for under 20. But I'm gonna say 25. So, but anyways, appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.